Well, Sahuda Baptist Church is led by Pastor Isaiah, who is a very close friend with not only myself, but many people at Renovation Church. When you go, he's just one of the most humble, godly men that you'll ever meet. But he is from the northern parts of Ghana, and he came to Kumasi to lead this church. But he knew that there are lots of women that come from the northern regions. They're sent down by their families to earn a wage to send back to their families, but they quickly learn that the wages they earn really are just to survive day to day. And when we say ladies, they're really young girls and their children. We see girls that are maybe 11, 12, 13 years old. We know that they're just barely surviving. They're probably living on the streets. These are very marginalized women. And so we go into the market to share the gospel with them. And also when we share the gospel, the hope of Jesus Christ, we also share with them some of the things that we can provide to them at Sahuda Baptist Church. And that's Pastor Isaiah's hope and desire, is that these women will come to Sahuda Baptist Church, first to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. Secondly, to have a safe place to live. They can leave their children there. Instead of taking their children out into the market with them to work, they can leave them there as they go to school, and they're fed 2 or 3 meals a day. And they almost don't believe us when we share that on the street. Now, the trade school started out as learning a sewing trade. Each day the ladies would show up and they set a table out, set the sewing machines up, and these are hand cranked sewing machines, no electricity, and they go out and they learn the skill of sewing. He told us they were going to have a graduation, and we were excited about that. I said, but Pastor Isaiah, they're getting a certificate, but they aren't getting anything else. They had the skill, but they have no way to put their newly learned trade to practice. So I literally looked at our budget. I had some extra money in the budget. I said, we're going to give these ladies a sewing machine at graduation. And so we had the graduation ceremony that day in the church, and they were dressed up and they were so proud to receive their certificate. And then my small team that was there, they went in the back and they brought in these sewing machines and they placed them down in front of the ladies. And they were just so amazed. It was just like being at a ball game. It was just cheering. Everyone in the church was cheering. They were cheering. Their husbands were cheering. Everyone was cheering. Just the joy of that. They knew how much it meant to receive that, because they were just thinking they were getting a certificate, a sheet of paper. And what can I do with that? I have a skill, but I don't have the means to show my skill or to use my skill. When I saw that and I saw the joy in their face and what it meant to them, I told Pastor Isaiah, I said, I will do everything I can. Every time we have a graduation at Sahuda Baptist Church for these ladies, we will somehow find a way to provide them with the sewing machines so that they can start their business. Jesus told his disciples in Matthew 28, just before he ascended into heaven, he said, I've been given all authority over heaven and earth. And his next word was go. It wasn't go home and think about it. It was go. That's a command to go. And I have felt that command, and to go. It's just where are you going to send me, God? He just tells us to go, and that's just all he wants us to do, be open to the go. And he'll show you where to go. Everyone's not called to go to Ghana. We're called to go into our neighborhood. We're called to go to another state or maybe do a disaster relief. That's missions. But for me and for many at Renovation Church, it's go to the nations. And that nation, for many of us, is Ghana. And I'm just so proud that Renovation Church is a sending church. And we don't close in, but we go out to share the love of Christ that's in our heart with the women in Ghana.